Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with Star Wars Battlefront. Today we'll be going over some of our first impressions in the game, some of the performance aspects that we're seeing from the game, and the gameplay. Alright, going ahead starting with our first impressions. The game is fast loading. We are seeing there are enough servers. This is a prepared launch by EA. We're very excited about that. We've seen some games come out where they're not so prepared. Alright. Aside from it being fast loading, there being enough servers, the graphics are pretty sharp. Right now we're currently playing on a medium setting at 1080p with a 75% resolution scaling. We'll go ahead and jump into performance after that. The minimum specifications are posted here on the screen. You can see the minimum specifications. I mean, they're starting to get up there. Intel's also using the Skylake series 6000 series processors as part of that, part of those requirements. My specifications we put up on the screen, and you can see we're running a little bit higher than the i3 recommended, but we're also three generations behind the newest processors. But it's still pushing it just fine, and it's not what's bottlenecking me. As part of my specifications, you see I'm running a GTX 670M. That is one level higher, and they're actually calling for the desktop version of the 660. The minimum specifications, I'm running a 670M. It's probably a little bit short of performance of that, but it's still running it all right. And now we're going to see what the recommended specifications, and these are a little steep. We're talking like Windows 10, an i5 Skylake series, which is getting fairly up there. You're talking 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's not the first time this has happened, but it's still kind of surprising to see games going up to that much higher level of RAM. But we're getting a better game out of it. It's kind of nice. And the GTX 970, you're talking third highest, unless you're going up into the Titan series. I'm not exactly sure how AMD scales with it, but that's third highest current graphics card from NVIDIA. So that's a little bit of requirements, but those recommended specifications are supposed to get you 60 plus frames per second on high settings on this map in 1080p. If you want more, you got to put in more. Alright, now going to gameplay. We are given 3 game modes in the beta. There are plenty more coming in the full release, we are told. And we can see it in the menus. The game modes that are coming, we're split between single player and multiplayer. We have one-on-one single player. It's survival, somewhat comparable to Nazi zombies, except the zombies are Imperial Stormtroopers and they have lasers. So, you get 6 waves of that. If you survive it all, it's a timed thing, so the faster you do it, the better off you are. Higher score, low score wins. Multiplayer, that's what we're all excited for. We have Drop Zone, which is like a moving primary target and primary goal. You have to capture these pods that come down. They come down at random spots in the map. So that's what they get with that. The one you guys are seeing right now, and one I'm a little more excited on, is the Walker Assault on Hoth. We got 2 walkers coming in. We're continuous as rebellion. We're trying to destroy the walkers before they get to the shield generators. The Imperial forces, they are trying to make sure the AT-ATs make it to the point where they destroy the shield generator. There are planes flying through the air. There are people all over the ground killing each other. It's fantastic. Alright, other game modes we're seeing in multiplayer that are not part of the beta is Supremacy, Fighter Squadron, Blast, Cargo, and Droid Run. If you guys want to learn more about those or any of the game modes already displayed here, there are links down in the description. I'll take you to Battlefront's site where you can look over the game modes. As far as classes, we're seeing only one class in the beta. I'm really expecting that. I would be surprised if it does not change, but I'm expecting that to change for the full release. What we're seeing is it's pretty more of like an assault class compared to Battlefield, except you're not getting the medic capabilities. So you're pretty much given the assault rifle or equivalent. There's 4 blasters to choose from. The assault rifle for the rebels, assault rifle for the Imperial forces, pistol, which is a little more rapid firing, not as accurate, not as good at range, and then a machine gun, which is even more so. So you get the 4 blasters, 2 types of grenades, a sniper rifle, which is called the Cycler rifle. It fires actually a physical projectile as opposed to a laser. Really kind of interesting. It's interesting they got a couple different. It's interesting they got the sniping aspect in with the main class. I'm expecting these to change, and hopefully they will. I kind of like that specialization we've seen from a lot of other games. All right. As far as vehicles, the AT-ATs are on rails. There are 2 that are on rails. It's not as bad as we would have thought. It's not as bad as we had feared, but it's all right. I think it works. What it gives us is this mobile changing of bases as we're moving forward, and it gives you a time slot for the entire thing. So, a time limit for the entire round, I really should say. In order to get other vehicles, ATSTs, any of the fighters, anything like that, you're going to be finding these tokens on the ground. You guys should have seen a couple by now. If not, keep an eye out. We'll be running through tokens. You can see some goes through the walls as well. You kind of see them from a little further away through obstacles sometimes. You can find tokens that'll pick up that'll give you extra ion charges. You can see my number 2 slot on the right hand side. It makes your gun more effective versus droids, vehicles, shields. So that's what the ion guy does. You can pick up extra charges for your ion shots or the other upgrades that can go into the slots. You can pick up the grenades and the sniper rifle are timed. You use them once, you have to wait so many seconds, and you can use them again. There's unlimited with that. There's unlimited ammo. I kind of like that a little bit because I didn't like running around, and I'm not necessarily the best player, so I can't really ever do this with any kind of regularity at all. But if you're hiding behind enemy lines or something like that, and you're just flanking everybody and you're killing people, you don't just suddenly just run out of ammo and you have to go die to get ammo or go find ammo someplace. No, you can just keep going and dominating. So we'll see with the getting vehicles is there's also tokens on the ground similar to those upgrades that you'll be picking up. You can go with the ATSTs, you can go with TIE Fighters, X-Wings, A-Wings, TIE Interceptors. It's pretty interesting. There are turrets on the ground yet again. We see the anti-air, not the anti-air, the anti-infantry and the anti-vehicle, similar to what we had in Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1. Really, overall with this game, we're really excited for it. I'm excited for it. The graphics are great. It's nice to have a refresh on the graphics and a little bit more modern gameplay put into the Star Wars universe, and we're really excited about that. If you guys are interested in subscribing to see future videos, please do. If you guys would like, you guys can go ahead and go down to the description and visit some of those links to get to the Battlefront website to read more on this. This is an exciting game. We're excited. We're hoping you guys are too. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day.